Alright, Christmas is over, you just got some money from your family or something, and you're thinking maybe you might buy some shoes or you might buy some video games or something. But for the few of you that are getting started with your music career and want to maybe start building their studio setup at home, or just want to know what type of gear that you need to get started, this is the video for you. I'm gonna lay it all out for you really quick, really straight to the point. So let's get straight into it. So first things first, if you have no gear whatsoever and you don't really have much of a budget to get anything, and you just so happen to have an iPhone, maybe you got an iPhone for Christmas, maybe you got an iPad, maybe you got an iPod, I don't know, I don't care. As long as it's some type of iOS device, just download GarageBand. That's the best way to start making beats if you're just getting started. That's how I started. That's how like a lot of my friends started. I put a lot of my friends in high school onto GarageBand and just started making beats. Super simple. I also have videos on GarageBand for iOS. So just to get this out of the way, mobile beat making is definitely a thing, and it's definitely a good way to get started. So if you don't have a big budget, you're not so much focused already on building a studio, then just go ahead, download some apps. I don't know about Android, I'm sorry. I think FL Studio Mobile is on Android or something like that, but yeah, that's as far as my Android knowledge goes. So when you're thinking about your home setup, obviously the first thing needs to be a laptop or a computer of some sort. So I personally rock a MacBook Pro. It's super expensive, especially if you're starting out. So really try to start out with whatever you can. Just make sure it has some decent RAM and some decent storage. I want to say 16 gigabytes of RAM is the minimum. You don't want to go under that. I actually just ordered the new MacBook Pro 16-inch with 64 gigabytes of RAM, which is overkill, but I also do a lot of video editing. So if you're just doing music, 16 gigs of RAM is good enough. But you know, some laptops are really cheap nowadays, but me personally, I highly recommend Macs. I've been using them for a while. I started with a Mac Mini. You can get a Mac Mini for probably like under $700, and you just need like a display. You can just plug it into your TV, whatever TV you already have. That's definitely an easy way to get into the Mac ecosystem, but I definitely recommend it. It's just been proven to work best for me. I've had Windows computers, and every time there would just something bad will happen to them. Not saying it'll happen for you, but for me, Mac has just always been trustworthy. So once you got your laptop, the next thing you want to think about is your DAW, which is your digital audio workstation, I believe that's the acronym for it. But anyway, it's just your beat making software. So you got Ableton, FL Studio, Logic. If you have a Mac, GarageBand is free. You got Reason, Studio One, there's a bunch out there. Almost all DAWs have a free trial, so you can literally go and just try them all. If you really want, try them all. Or whoever your favorite YouTuber is, just get whatever DAW they're using, because you know that their tutorials are going to be there for you. So Ableton is what I rock with. It's great for me. A lot of people start with FL Studio. So yeah, just go download some trials, try them all out, and see which works best for you. And then, you know, if you can, buy one of them. So after you got your laptop and your DAW, and you might want to look into getting a MIDI keyboard. I highly recommend the Akai MPK Mini 2. Everybody knows what this is. This is like, every producer has one of these. Metro Boomin, London on the Track, Mike Will Made It. Everybody has one of these, and this is the sexy black edition. I believe this might still be in stock on Amazon. I'm gonna be leaving links below to all the things I show in this video. But yeah, this is definitely the best for beginners. It's 25 keys. You got your pads here, you got your knobs that I never use. I'll link to a few other brands, but this is my favorite. Alesis has a really good one, 25 key, that I've used before. I have this jumbo one right here by Alesis. This is the Alesis V61. It's a 61 key, and they have a 25 key version of this, which I feel should be just as good. I like this one because the keys are bigger and they feel more like a real piano. There's a bunch of MIDI keyboards. Just go on Amazon, search it up. I'll be leaving links below. I highly recommend this one. The rest of this really isn't in order, so don't really pay attention to me saying the next thing, but you want to get some speakers and or headphones. depending on the space you're in, you might want to just do headphones because, I don't know, maybe you can't be loud. Good pair of headphones, one of the top ones to consider is the Audio-Technica ATH M50. I believe they have like a new version now, the M50X or something like that. But yeah, these are a very solid pair of headphones. They're not too expensive. I think they might just be like $100 or something. And they come in this really cool red color. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with these. I use these personally for just like recording vocals and stuff. But if you got a baller budget, these for mixing, these are my go-tos. These are the Sennheiser HD600s. They're open back, which means they're like a more surround sound. It's open, so it's going to be a lot of bleeding. So you can't use these to record if that's what you're trying to do, because the music will be coming out of the headset. Those are two options that I own. If you're really on a budget though, just pick up the wired AirPods. I guess they're called earpods, but yeah, pick up some of those if you don't have them already. I'm saying that because majority of people are listening to music on that, so if you can make your beats sound good using that, then if you're really on a budget, that's also a good way to go. Now, as far as monitors go, wait there, the trusty KRK Rocket 5s, really affordable. These were my first studio monitors. These are definitely great for starts. Other ones I've tried are like the M Audio ones or some Mackies. Just search up studio monitors. These will definitely be one of the first to pop up. Or you can get the Yamaha HS5s, I believe. Those are really good because I have the Yamaha HS8s. Now these, top of the line. I waited a really long time to make this upgrade, but they're fire. So I'm pretty sure the HS5s that are around this size, and definitely probably around this price as well, you can't go wrong with them. So now that you got a pair of studio monitors, you're gonna need an audio interface, and the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 is the #1 pick for beginners. It's great. I used it for a really long time until I upgraded to the Apollo, which is top of the line. If you're a beginner, you won't need that for years. But yeah, this stood me right for a very long time. It's really great quality. This just pretty much is like a sound card, like how your laptop usually has a built-in sound card, but this is like external. It has more power. You plug your mic into it, you plug your speakers into it, headphone jack, and everything is controlled through this little box right here. Lastly, you're gonna wanna get a microphone. I have the Audio-Technica AT2020. It is the #1 choice on Amazon. It is the best of the most basic mics. It's like $100. It gets the job done. Me, I'm a producer, but I also do some stuff with vocals. It's great for now. I'm definitely going to be upgrading soon. If you're a producer, you probably don't care about a mic, so this isn't a necessity for you. But as a producer though, you're probably going to want to get familiar with vocals and, you know, messing around. Maybe you want to use vocals, you want to sample yourself, use some vocals in your beats, make your own vocal chops. Maybe learn how to cut vocals for rappers and stuff. You might get some rappers into your studio, start building them. It's best to start learning to do that stuff on your own eventually though. Don't worry about it right now, but when you start to develop your sound and people are starting to like it, you're definitely going to want to start looking into learning how to engineer a bit and getting your own microphone and stuff. I started with like a simple USB mic, but if you've already got an audio interface, then you're good. But you can get a USB mic. They got a bunch on there. I'll leave some link below in the description. That's about it for, I'd say, bare necessities. But when I say bare necessities, really the bare necessities is the laptop, the DAW, and maybe headphones. I'd say like if you're really on a budget and that's all you can afford right now, laptop, DAW, headphones, you'll be straight. Because, you know, you look at all these studios and you look at these grand studio tours and you're like, wow, I need all of that stuff. But what you don't realize is most of these people, they built that stuff up over a long period of time. Like me, I got this desk, I got everything piece by piece. Started with like a Mac Mini just plugged into the TV. Then I got a desk. Then I got speakers. Then I got better headphones. Then I started upgrading everything I already had. To sum this whole video up, laptop, DAW, headphones, MIDI keyboard, that's it. If you go for monitors over headphones, you're gonna need an audio interface, and that's it. So if you like this video, if you thought it was informative, leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, drop a comment if you have any other suggestions for what you have in your studio. I'm gonna leave the links to everything you saw in this video and more in the description to help you guys out, but it'll also be helping me out because they're gonna be my Amazon affiliate links. So if you buy anything through those links, I'll receive a percentage and it'll help out the channel, help help out your boy. That's about it. If you have any questions at all, drop a comment. I'll answer as many as I can. That's it. I'm a table. Don't let anybody tell you what you can or cannot be. This has been a really dope year. A lot has happened. The channel is growing. Let's keep the momentum going in 2020. Have a happy new year. Hope you had a good Christmas. L.Dre out. Peace.
In this side, this foreign car, I'm a ride. They feel no bro, Spidey is mud. I made the boy bleed at the wires. I put some more